music mix.
Nova FM.
Hello, welcome. This is Club Eamon here on Nova FM. Here for the next couple of hours, bringing you the finest in underground drum and bass. I'm Small Cuts, and up first, DJ Antoninus. Ooh, this sounds sinister. Yeah, starting off the show on a serious note. This one from Headroom. Track is called Stick Up. Nice. Yeah, this one from Des McMahon. The track is called Articulate. This is the Shibumi remix. Nice tunes, Antonis. Early bird in the chat. Big up Santo and Esco. Pull it, rude boy. Yeah, this one from Owen. The track is called Knuckles. Antoninus going in hard on his first set, going in deep and meaningful. Club Amen here on Nova FM. We've got tracks from Bass Effect and Omni Music coming up later on. Hold tight for those. Another one from Owen, track is called Wither. Yeah, tune. Another one from Des McMahon. This one called Silk City. Antoninus coming in hard with his first set. Dangerous. Yeah, nice tunes, Antoninus. Bringing his A game. Okay, hold on tight, folks. We'll be back shortly after this.
Nova FM.
Tired of slow and broken technology? Worried about how your business would continue if your data was to get lost or stolen? Bespoke Computing Telford can provide around-the-clock IT support, consultancy, internet services, cybersecurity solutions, and just about everything in between. Let us take away the stress so you can get back to running your business. To find out more, chat to our fantastic team on 01952 303 404 and mention you heard us on Nova FM.
Newport's best music mix.
Nova FM.
Second set from Antoninus. Sapphire Blues, this one from Mystific. Going into a nice liquid vibe. And this one from Larry Gold. Track is called Around the Sun. Big ups to all you lovely, great listeners. All those on SoundCloud, D&B Share, YouTube.
Our planet goes around the sun.
Pull it, rude boy. Pull it. Yeah, this one from Kenobi. Track is called Vibe Out. I'm definitely doing that. tune. Club Amen here on Nova FM. Bringing you the finest in underground drum and bass. There's more to life than the commercial stuff. From Laragold, Destination Unknown. tune. This one from Mutt. The track is called Never Go. Nice second set out to Ninus. Fully loaded with liquid, fresh tunes. Hold tight, we'll be back shortly after this. Don't go away.
Nova FM.
Tired of slow and broken technology? Worried about how your business would continue if your data was to get lost or stolen? Bespoke Computing Telford can provide around-the-clock IT support, consultancy, internet services, cybersecurity solutions, and just about everything in between. Let us take away the stress so you can get back to running your business. To find out more, chat to our fantastic team on 01952 303 404 and mention you heard us on Nova FM.
This
It's Nova FM.
Nova FM.
If you're a contractor or agency worker, you might use an umbrella company. Keep in mind that some umbrella companies break the tax rules. This could mean you're involved in tax avoidance and might end up with an unexpected tax bill. Don't get caught out. Learn to spot the signs, such as an umbrella company promising you higher take-home pay. And if you need help leaving a tax avoidance scheme, contact HMRC. Search Don't Get Caught Out on gov.uk.
If you see somebody showing any of the signs of a stroke, you don't have to think about it, you just dial 999. Use the FAST test. F. Face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile? A. Arms. Can they raise both arms and keep them there? S. Speech. Is their speech slurred? T. Time. Time to call 999 if you see any one of these signs. Act fast, make the call, dial 999.
Struggling to make sense of things? Finding it hard to cope with past traumas or current life challenges? Connected Counselling is here to help. Based in New...
Going into Antoninus' third and final set. After the glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, this one from Viewer. The track is called Going Crazy. Atmospherics and Amenism. This one from Greek Boy. Track is called Mythos. welcome Cadence. Hold tight, Antoinesco, Brian down at Finneton Central, and all you silent listeners. Yeah, tune. Hold tight, Alex. Big ups, my friend. This one from Mutt. Track is called Tennis Elbow, featuring Comfort Zone. Antoninus is in his comfort zone. Nice. Antoninus. A very smooth transition. This one from Fishy. The first of the tracks that have been sent in. The track is called Misty Scenery, and this one's from the Cosmic Horizons EP, released on the Omni Music label. And this is released on the 12th of October. It's very apt because Antoninus is finishing off with Atmospherics and Amenism, and I'm starting my set with Atmospherics and Amenism, so it'll fit in nicely. Nice one, brethren. Hold tight. This one from Nebula. The track is called South London Nights. Nice one, Antoninus, for your sets, bro. A nice mixture. More to come from Omni Music label and Bass Effect. Plus more liquid and some deep vibes. It's all going on. Feeling the vibes in the chat. Hold on, folks. Back shortly.
Self-care matters. Make time for yourself. Relax and unwind with Green Fig Massage. With a perfect range of treatments to ease tension and promote personal well-being. All delivered in our beautiful little haven in Telford. Find out more at greenfigmassage.com.
Play Nova FM.
On your smart speaker, online and on your phone.
This is Nova FM.
Police say they've arrested 442 people at a pro-Palestine protest in London. Organisers Defend Our Juries said more than 1,000 people gathered at Trafalgar Square to hold a silent vigil. Israel's army said it's starting to prepare for the first phase of President Trump's Gaza peace plan as Hamas signals partial acceptance of the deal. Radio News Hub's Ben Monsey has more.
Israel has shifted to a defensive-only stance in Gaza while preparing to implement Trump's ceasefire proposal. Hamas says it agrees to parts of the deal, though key issues remain unresolved. Talks are underway to release hostages and Palestinian prisoners. Meanwhile, Gaza's death toll has reportedly risen to over 67,000.
British teenager Marcus Fakana, who was recently freed from a Dubai prison, has died in a crash following a short police pursuit in North London. The driver, 19-year-old Marwan Mohammed Hussein, has been charged with causing death by dangerous driving. And thousands of homes have faced power outages due to Storm Amy. From Radio News Hub, I'm Lucy Gormanley.
Did you know millions of drivers could be owed hundreds of pounds because of unfair charges hidden in their finance deals? If you bought a car on finance between 2007 and 2021, then you could be one of them. At the Claims Guys Legal, we can find all your finance agreements, and you could be owed hundreds of pounds per agreement. Just text PCP to 60777. Text PCP to 60777 now.
The Claims Guys.
You can claim for free directly to your lender, and if still unhappy, to the Financial Ombudsman, or through the scheme to be launched by the FCA.
Weather. Sunday will see winds easing with southern and eastern areas feeling sunshine. Some scattered showers developing with a high of 16 degrees Celsius.
Newport.
Best music mix.
This is Nova FM.
One, two. This is DJ Antoninus. How you feeling? Big up yourselves. Hope you enjoyed my set. Nice and varied for you. Starting off with this one now. DJ Smallcut stepping up. Spectrum. A Time Before on the Damage LP on Omni Music. It's out on the 12th of October. Hold tight. Big ups to everyone in the chat room. Shout outs can be shortly. We are Club Eamon. This is the Club Eamon Show, Nova FM. Let's roll. yes, how'd you like this one? Brand new. The track is called Fractured Calm by Fishy from Norway. Cosmic Horizons EP on Omni Music. Again, out on the 12th of October. Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Hold tight, Brian. Big up Santo and Esco. Hold tight, Cadence and Alex. Hope you're all doing well. Just joined us, this is the Club Edmund Show live on Nova FM. I'm DJ Antoninus hosting. Man on the decks is DJ Small Cuts, bringing you the finest in drum and bass, the real drum and bass straight from the underground scene. This is how we roll, this is the way. Yes. Into this one, Definition of Step by Alex W. Suspicious Creations EP on Omni Music, and it's out on the 19th of October. You know where you heard it first. Club Aiming Show live, Nova FM. Hold tight, Duke-matic. Shout outs to Adrian. Easy with brethren. Let's roll, peeps. DJ Small Cuts in the mix. This is deep. The track is called Starlight Voyage by Thing. Going out to Max and Emma Curly Sparks, all the way Norfolk, Norfolk crew. Sounds of DJ Small Cuts. Some beats and vibes in the studio. Drum and bass. Into this one, Eternal Cave by Oct'25. Hold tight John Frank, hold tight Danny, hold tight Junglist. Easy Scott Maltby, hold tight Claire. Yes, atmospheric drum and bass. We are Club Amen, Nova FM live, Newport, Shropshire, England, UK. Yes, yes. Oct', Eternal Cave. This is the last one from Small Cuts' first set. Hold tight. More to come after this.
Nova FM.
Oh, animals can't speak to drivers. But if they could, they would be asking us, telling us by the sounds of it, to put our litter and fruit waste in the bin. Because roadside litter kills an estimated 3 million animals every year. No wonder they sound miffed. So let's lend them a paw. Let's take our rubbish with us and bin it properly. National highways. And what's that? They said thanks very much.
If you see somebody showing any of the signs of a stroke, you don't have to think about it, you just dial 999. Use the FAST test. F, face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile? A, arms. Can they raise both arms and keep them there? S, speech. Is their speech slurred? T, time. Time to call 999 if you see any one of these signs. Act fast, make the call, dial 999.
Newport's
Best music mix.
Nova FM.
Yes, we're back with DJ Small Cuts, his second set. Starting off with this one, Cosmic Weight by The Sampler, forthcoming on Bass Effect. That's out actually, 7th of October. Nice. Let's go, Small Cuts.
Through time's embrace, we'll leave a trace, a legacy we can't replace. Across the stars, our journey's bright, forever bound by cosmic light. Time's embrace, we'll leave a trace, a legacy we can't replace. Across the stars, our journey's bright, forever bound by cosmic light.
Yes, into this one. The track is called Natty Box by Tobax. This is nice. Yes, yes. The track's called Nova by Emotional. Don't get too comfortable. Pull it. Yeah, loving this. Nice and fresh. Emotional. Track is called Nova. Nice rolling beat there. DJ Small Cuts in the mix. Gosh, this is a classic. The track is called Red Letter Day by Surplus. Back to 2016. tune. Yeah, tune. Intelligent Manners and Command Strange. The track is called Mr. Cool. This is the last one from Small Cuts from his second set. Hold tight. Yes, peeps, hold tight. More to come after this. DJ Small Cuts.
Nova FM.
If you see somebody showing any of the signs of a stroke, you don't have to think about it, you just dial 999. Use the FAST test. F. Face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile? A. Arms. Can they raise both arms and keep them there? S. Speech. Is their speech slurred? T. Time. Time to call 999 if you see any one of these signs. Act fast, make the call, dial 999.
Newport's best music mix.
Nova FM. Last night. Last night. Last night. Last night. Me and you, baby girl, for the last time. For the last time. For the last time. For the last time. Last night. Last night. Last night. Last night.
Yes, we're back with DJ Small Cut, last set. Start of this one.
For the last time. For the last time.
Track is called Last Night by Danny Rich, featuring Jamel.
Hear the bass bump, 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 bump. Can you feel that? Hear the bass bump, 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 bump. Can you feel that?
Yeah, into this one. Need for Mirrors. The track is called Clock Out. Yes, heavy. Yes, into this one. Reefer Tactics by Decimal Bass. called Last Chance, or Dulcet Tones. Bass and D-side. Track is called Business, and this unfortunately is the last one from DJ Small Cuts to complete his third and final set. Hold tight. How you doing, dude?
I'm good. We got there.
We did.
Wow.
Great sets.
Yeah, that Kenobi tune.
Oh, you felt that.
Killer.
Oh, good.
Yeah, some nice tunes, mate. All right.
Newbies, mate. Newbies.
Yeah, it's all good. I chucked in a few old ones from my old hard drive.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to hear some classics. Really
Dug them out from the old archives.
Yeah, man.
As you do.
As you do. That's what you got to do. Brilliant.
Yeah, so you had a good week?
Yeah, it went quickly, with work and home and other bits
I know
and
what you
bobs.
mean. Yeah, it soon
and
flies.
Finally got my piece of equipment to enable me to record. So
I know, it was a bit of a nightmare last week with the show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But hey ho, we got there.
We got there.
Yeah, it's all good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So big ups to Chris Wright for sending us to Choosing Across, and also Bass Effect as well. Much appreciated.
Yeah, always. Thank you.
Okay, big ups yourselves, listeners. We're back next week with some more freshness and flavour. And check Facebook for the link to tonight's show on SoundCloud, DNB Share. Once again, thanks for supporting us. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other. Hansel Linus and Small Cuts. We're out of here. Peace.
It's a mean business.
Nova FM.
If you see somebody showing any of the signs of a stroke, you don't have to think about it, you just dial 999. Use the FAST test. F. Face. Has their face fallen on one side? Can they smile? A. Arms. Can they raise both arms and keep them there? S. Speech. Is their speech slurred? T. Time. Time to call 999 if you see any one of these signs. Act fast, make the call, dial 999.
If you think advertising on the radio is expensive, then think again. With packages starting at just £25, you can hear your business on Nova FM. We'll even script and produce your advert for you. So whether you're well established or just starting out, get in touch on sales@novafm.co.uk or call 01952 825 196 to get started.
Struggling to make sense of things? Finding it hard to cope with past traumas or current life challenges? Connected Counselling is here to help. Based in Newport, Shropshire, we offer professional and accredited counselling and psychotherapy in a safe and